Yo, if you guys are looking to improve your mechanics in Fortnite, I'm about to show you guys all the tips and tricks that I use to become the best player that I can. So settings are preference, but there's a couple of things that you can optimize to make sure that you have the best mechanics possible. So just to quickly go through, I highly recommend that you guys are playing on performance mode. As you guys can see here, I have all of my settings on low. Now in your game tab, the only thing that's really important is to make sure that you're on the right server. So as you can see, I'm on NA East, which gives me the best ping possible. And then just come down here and quickly double check that you have disable pre-ed option turned off and turbo building turned on. Disable pre-ed option can cause you a lot of problems when you're editing, and turbo building is crucial if you want to be able to build fast. Now, confirm it on release is an option that a lot of players use, but I personally do not use it. If you have the setting on, you definitely can edit a lot faster, but when you're trying to take these right-hand peeks like this, you're not allowed to look at these tiles or else it'll select it and ruin the edit. When you're trying to make a peek on someone, it's better to be looking at them through the wall before you edit instead of being forced to look up here. If you're not really good at the game, then this crosshair placement will take a long time to get used to, and it can punish you a lot while you're fighting. A lot of pros don't use this setting and are still able to edit really fast. And no matter if you're on console or PC, make sure to come to your replays, and if you're not using them, turn them off. This can make your game perform a lot worse. Now for your sensitivity, you can really play on anything you want as long as it's not super high or super low. I play on 3% on 1600 DPI, so that's kind of an in-between range. And then it's super important that you guys have some sort of double movement. I highly recommend that you guys try out these settings if you're on keyboard because they are the best. Now for many years, I actually used to play on controller when starting out, and the only tips that I have is to make sure that your edit hold time is the least possible. I'm not too educated on any of these new settings right here, but I'm sure that you guys have them set up to your preference. And this was my sensitivity on controller if you guys want to try it out. Make sure that you guys don't have any of these boosts on, and I also recommend that you guys play on linear. Now for your binds, as long as you try to make sure that you have all your builds on different fingers, your binds should be good and you should be able to have pretty good mechanics on them. F is my edit bind right now, but before this I used to use E, and the reason why I like these two binds is because I can hit them with my index finger, which is my fastest finger. So now that we got settings out of the way, the first mechanic I quickly want to talk about is editing. Now I've made plenty of videos on how to edit faster in Fortnite if you guys want to go check them out for more details, but the main two things that you need to know is that if you want to edit fast, you have to have good crosshair placement and good edit timing. To work on my edit timing, I either like to use this map right here because I can get tons of edits in a small amount of time, or I'll practice edit sequences such as double edits, triple edits, or even edit downs. The goal is when I'm doing these drills is to make sure that the blue tile gets selected as fast as possible. If you can learn to minimize this period of time, then you'll be way faster at editing. And for crosshair placement, it's so important that you guys aren't editing like this. Big movements like this are just going to slow you down. So to work on your crosshair placement, this is the map that I like to use. You guys can do this drill infinitely, and it's really good for the control of your crosshair. It's super important too that when you guys are free building, you guys are trying your best to minimize the movements that you're making. The drills are going to help you, yeah, but it's really important that you guys are actually trying to implement it into your gameplay so you don't go back to your old bad habits. Now, no matter how much edit training you guys do, it's very difficult to edit fast on high input delay and high ping. Gear Booster is what all your favorite pros are using to lower their ping in Fortnite and a variety of other games. With the link in the description, you guys will be able to download Gear Up Booster and get 3 days for completely free. With Gear Up Booster, you'll be able to automatically select the optimal server nearest to you, which will give a significant boost in your performance. My ping is usually around 30 and sometimes it even goes up to 50, but with Gear Booster, I stay under 20 ping and sometimes even hit 0. If you guys are serious about improving in Fortnite, then this is something that I'd highly recommend checking out in the description. So the next mechanic that I want to talk about is building. Free building is the best way to get better at building, but you have to know how to free build properly. And if you guys are just doing the same structures over and over again, then you're not going to get any better. When you guys are free building, it's super important to have good crosshair placement when building as well. So instead of doing these huge movements, try and minimize it to doing the least amount of movement possible. When you guys are free building, it's super important that you're not just spamming edits like this. This is not free building, and it's more just edit coursing. If you guys want to practice edits, then yeah, 100% you guys can do this. Edit coursing takes up way too much of your materials, and it's not really protected. It's better to work on movement free builds that you guys will actually use in game. Movement free builds often have a lot of side jumps in them, and they usually are very protected. For example, these little protected movements right here are super mat conservative, and they're also very good for working on your movement. If you guys want an in-depth guide on how to become a better builder in Fortnite, I do have a couple of videos on how to do retakes, which teach you step by step how to do them all. So that's it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.